What's up, everyone? Welcome to Up in Your Business. I'm your host, Albert Cantu. We are raising the roof right now with Mr. Joshua Holmes. You guys probably know this. You know, you've seen me do some videos here. Like, I'm doing everything from real estate to DJing to emceeing gigs. And then, of course, I help my good buddy here, with generating leads for, Holmes Roofing.
Yeah. And it's worked out multiple different times already.
It has. It really has. And so I'm excited to have you here because, one of the things I want to do with the show is I want to have people who tune in to walk away with something. Like,
most definitely.
Like, we want to have fun, but we also want to teach you something, So, and Joshua, he's a wealth of knowledge. Like I'm 52. How old are you?
Damn. Like Kevin Hart, remember? Yeah. I am 34 2 days ago.
So he's 34, but I feel like you know so much more than I do. Like, I have.
How so?
Well, because I do have some real life experiences, right? But I just feel you're smart. Maybe it's you're smarter than me is what it is.
No.
Like you can be
certain
52.
areas we just know different things. Like, you know real estate better than I know real estate. I just know roofing better than you know roofing.
Okay, well, maybe that is. But I mean, I feel like I always learn something from this guy. So
I got street smarts.
Yeah, he's like street smart. So, we're sitting right now right in front of my house. We thought this would be a very good setting because we're talking about roofs today. So what I want people to take away from today is, like, if you're in the market or if you're thinking, man, what, do I think I need a new roof? What does it cost for somebody to come out and check my roof? Or I got a leak, do I necessarily need a full roof or can I just get a repair? So there's so many things that people will think about, but here's what they don't do is they often don't think about the roof because 100%. You're not walking on your roof. You're not looking at it every single day. You might drive up and look at it, but you're not really looking.
The only time someone will look at their roof is when they see a leak on their drywall.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if they see a leak in their ceiling, that's the only time you're going to look at a roof. When's the other time you look at a roof?
I mean, I drive up to my house, and you guys, I'm going to show you images of my roof. I see my roof every time I drive up to my house.
Well, you're coming down a hill.
I'm coming down a hill.
Everyone sees images of your roof, and they're like, Albert, come on.
and you'll see that. So I want to start off with that.
Yeah, I know a guy that can help you out.
I hope so. I don't know who. I'm trying to think of who we could call because I need a good roofer.
I tell you what, it starts with the H.
Okay.
Olmes. Holmes Roofing.
Holmes.
I got you. Actually, I'm the guy.
Holmes.
I'm the guy. I could actually help you out and get this taken care of for you.
You're my Holmes.
The only thing you have to pay for is we can make an insurance claim on it. The only thing you have to pay for is just your deductible.
Okay.
Nothing.
And that's easy.
Else.
That's easy. That's easy to do. But I'm going to show you right now. Take a look at my roof here. You'll see all these streaks that are coming down on it. And every time I drive up to my house, I look at these streaks and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not the only one. I know there's other houses that I've passed by, especially in this real estate business. I'm showing houses all day long. And the first thing people see is these streaks coming down the roof. And so they naturally think, okay, that roof is old and it needs to be replaced. But tell me, if you have streaks, I was going to say, if you have streaks on the roof, do you need to replace it?
No. Only thing that streaks visualize is mold and algae. And it just depends on where your roof is, where the sun hits it, the condensation. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have a bad roof. All it means is maybe you just need to do a little bit of maintenance to it.
Okay.
Or you could actually do a soft wash to your roof to make it cosmetically appealing again. So that's a good thing for real estate. So say if the roof is 8 years old, but it's just surrounded by a lot of trees and there's a lot of mold and algae buildup on it, you could actually do a soft wash and technically increase the value of the house by not necessarily replacing the roof, but just rejuvenating it.
Okay. And that's, I think, but we've talked about this before. There is something happening with the roof when it is streaking like that, though, right?
Not always, but potentially, yes. If it is a sign, 50-50, I would say. It's a sign like, hey, yeah, you need to start looking at your roof. It's either just mold and algae buildup, or it's actually like, yeah, hey, it's getting to a concern where it's actually deteriorating the shingles so far. And then that's when you got to start looking at that. The degradation of the shingle is happening.
Okay, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, at some point, that stuff is going to be eating away at the roof. And then you're going to eventually find yourself with a leak. Right?
If it has old hail damage or something of that nature. I mean, mold and algae is not going to necessarily cause a leak, but it's going to cause a leak in your mind because you're like, man, I don't want to see that. Like, is it leaking in the house? So your self-consciousness is like, man, for someone that doesn't know roofing.
Okay, you're right. Okay. And then I'm thinking, like, again, you're thinking about your roof and you say, okay, I need to have an expert come out. You guys offer a free consultation, right? Or an assessment if they need one.
Yeah, free estimate, free assessment, free inspections. There's no obligation. There's no high pressure sales. That's another reason why I started my business, because it was very high pressure. It was like timeshares. Like all these salesmen were door knocking. They were cutthroat. They're like, you don't do your new roof now, you're gonna die. You're gonna have a leak.
You gonna buy that? You gonna buy my roof?
Yeah.
So that's insane. It does start to feel like that, where somebody, you feel pressured,
Right.
especially when they come knock on your door.
Yeah. And that's just the nature of the beast. I mean, congratulate them for hustling and try to make an effort, trying to earn some income, and then. But the hardest thing was that is they're called storm chasers, and at the end of the day, yeah, they'll take care of you now, but right when they leave, you get that tail light warranty, and you try contacting them for when you do have a leak,
Right.
Because they didn't do it properly, then you have no other means, but you have to call another company to go make up for someone else's mistake, and that's what I encountered just yesterday when I did a roof install. There's so much like bad roofs out there. It's unbelievable whenever you take a roof off and you see like the workmanship.
Yeah, that's craziness. And I was looking at that, and that's something that I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but I do want to say this because, a lot of the folks that watch the show, a lot of my followers are real estate agents. So listen, if you're out,
It's TikTok famous.
Yeah. if you've got a client and that client is debating whether or not they want to take this home or not, and it needs to get an inspection, you guys come out at a minimal cost to be able to run some sort of inspection on that, right? Possibly. I mean, I don't know if I know that's not the biggest part of your business, but if somebody needed to have something like that, they could call you guys for that.
The real estate world and for the insurance world.
Yes.
A lot of times they want an inspection report to give it to either the new buyer or the insurance
There's a fee
agency.
for that. There's a cost for that.
Yeah, it's minimal. It's $250. But I give you a full photo report. It's technically like a home inspection report, but just primarily for your roof. I itemize every photo, and everything has literature to it, like, hey, these are the concerns, these are the issues, or this is the good, this is the bad. And I type it all out. I print it up. I kind of give you an estimate of how much life is still in the roof, and give you my personal opinion on if it needs to be replaced or not be replaced.
Okay.
And that's where the honesty and the true colors of a company actually come out, because a lot of people or a lot of roofers, even though the roof is like 8 to 10 years old, they'll be like, no, you need a new roof. I'm like, this is a 30-year shingle. Why do I need a roof at 10 years? What's wrong with it? And then they'll start saying, no, you got streaks. That's when the dishonesty comes in, and they start doing the scare tactic on people, and so.
And then unfortunately, some people unfortunately fall for it.
Yeah, but for the realtor world, I mean, didn't mean to cut you off, but yes, I do work with a lot of realtors because, y'all work on homes
all day long.
All
dude.
day long.
All
and
day
so
long.
That's the best networking as
Looking
well.
at houses.
And just say if you do get me a roof or get Albert a roof replacement or anything, we do help you out and give you a referral as well.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I love that. And and by the end of this thing, I would tell you call Joshua, but I'm going to tell you call me because every time I bring him a lead, we work it together.
Yeah, we're networking, we're teamwork.
Yeah,
so.
we talk to the homeowners, and if you guys know me, I'm always looking out for the best interest of all of my clients, and so that was one of the reasons why I teamed up with you, because you can get into business with some
He interviewed me. He's actually been there since day one.
I'm like,
he literally interviewed me because I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I want you part of my opportunity, and I want to see you grow as well.
And he did. And so, but I told him, listen, I'm not going to do it if I think you're like, taking, pulling one over on people. I don't want to represent a company like that. So you're not. You're doing a great job, and you're very honest with them, and you're helping them along the way. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people.
I'm hands-on as well. I'm at every job site.
Yeah.
And I do QC on it, which is quality control. But I make sure that I go above and beyond just to make sure it covers me. Because if it covers me for the future, because I give a good warranty, it's going to cover the homeowner.
Yeah.
And that's most important, is the homeowner. So
I'm going to tell you to stop shaking your hands because you're making all kinds of noise. You're you're like this. And let me tell you.
it's just your nice mic catches all the noise and everything. I could hear your nose hair wiggle.
You could hear that. You could hear that one booger
your
like
little
holding
whiskers.
on.
Yeah. It's like, I could hear that. I was like, dang.
No, that's the wind out here. That's not. And I'm so glad we're facing this way, because if you looked at my yard right now, you'll know why the HOA hates me. Because there is I can't. I don't know what to do. These weeds are crazy. I just can't. It's terrible. It's terrible.
You're on a corner lot too.
I am on a corner lot,
But you
so
don't even
everybody
touch your yard.
sees
You
it.
pay someone though, right?
Well, lately I've been trying to save money because real estate's been slow, so I pay out of my own pocket. I mean, I don't pay out of my
That's
pocket.
why he's doing roofing.
I cut,
Everyone needs a roof. It's a need, not a want.
It is. I cut my own grass now, so. But I'm good with that. I
Wow.
like I for a while there I loved doing it when I was in my 40s, but when I got to my 50s, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't really want to cut
But
my
let me
grass.
let me ask you this: when you do it though, and you see the aftermath of it, does
I
it make you
love
feel
it,
good?
yes.
I like
So
seeing the transformation.
so I'll cut my grass. I'm sure I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'll cut my grass, and then when I go to the store, I'm like, I'll
You
go
eyeball other
yeah,
grass,
yeah,
other
like
grass.
no, I'm looking at my own yard. I'm like this.
Oh.
I like to look at it from a distance so that I
Hey,
can
do you
see
look
how
back at it?
I do look back at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
like that.
sometimes there used to be at my other house where that I had. I would always cut. I wanted the diagonal lines, like the diagonal streaks with the.
You want to be fancy.
Yeah, I wanted it to be. I
You wanted to be that
look
guy.
different. But man, look at my neighbor across the street. Like his yard is like pristine, dude. It's really, really nice. I'm sure he hates me.
Oh, that's St. Augustine. Just
I know.
something.
I know it's
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Augustine. I used to have a horticultural.
You have clovers.
license. I have chickweed and Dallas grass. I have everything in here. It's just really, really terrible. All right, we digress. So okay.
We went off subject. We
I know,
rambled.
really, really. So I've been on the roof with.
Hey, I'll cut your grass too in the roofing business. Shoot, you do a roof with me, I'll mow your grass.
He's got
Don't worry
people. He
about it.
knows people.
No, I'll do it personally. Shoot, hey, I have an electric lawnmower. I will.
You
do
do?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, real quickly, because I want to make. I don't want to keep this too long, but there's a few different kinds of shingles that you have. Can you just tell me real quickly, like if somebody was to go, if they wanted a long-lasting roof, what shingle should they consider, and then the difference between metal and.
I was just about to say that you don't
Okay.
necessarily have to go with shingles.
Okay.
So there's 4 different types of roofing. You have shingles, you have metal,
Mm-hmm.
you have tile, and then you have TPO and mod bit. That's more commercial grade. That's more for like flat roofs. That's not very common unless you have a patio or something in that nature. But the longest material there is going to be the tile, the concrete tile. But it's so expensive, so much load bearing. The only time you actually do those is if your house is already built and made structurally for that.
Okay.
But for shingles is the most predominantly replaced roofing material out there. And I use GF materials. I use Owens Corning. I can use whatever materials that you're liking as long as I like them.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
And
but
you got-
GAF, Owens Corning, Certainty, and Atlas are my 4 predominant shingles. But not only that is there's a class 4 shingle out there that's thicker and better, and I get it for not much more than the regular cost of shingle, and that's where I could actually translate or those savings
Transfer? Okay, yeah.
those savings to the homeowner, just like what we did on Judy Long's house whenever
Right.
we did that other
I remember that.
video. And I got into a class 4 because it hails so much here, and she still only had to pay her deductible. So a lot of people be like, oh, you're taking profit out of your pocket or anything like that. I was like, no, I just gained a customer for the future, and then word of mouth. That's what I
it.
did.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Why not upgrade the customer? Yeah, I mean, I gave her a better shingle because she's going to look at me for the future if she does have any issues, but she won't for the next 50 years because it's a 50-year shingle.
Dang, 50. It's gonna.
It's not going to last you 50 years, though, in San
Okay.
Antonio. It'll last you 30 years, but
know,
you
right?
just don't have to worry about every hailstorm.
It might not. It might not even last her until tomorrow because there's a good chance that it could hail in about 10 minutes.
If a hail
just-
this size of this mic ball hits, yeah, it's going to damage it.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is, too, you could go metal, and metal is beautiful. Now, metal is like, the best analogy that I like to use is you have a Toyota Camry and you have a Lexus.
Okay.
Same chassis, same platform, same motor, right?
Right.
Why did you get a Lexus instead of a Toyota Camry?
Because it's fancy.
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
So metal roofing is a longevity roof. It's still class 4 hail resistant, just like that class 4 shingle. Now, granted, if you do get hail, it's not going to go through the metal. So you don't have to worry about any like punctures
Yeah.
in that nature, but it does put a dent in it, and some people don't like dents in their metal roof. And then also, over time, it starts rusting.
Oh shoot. Okay.
That's what will cause your leak.
Okay.
But metal roofing is going to be another long-term roof, and that roof will actually last you 40 years.
Yeah.
Compared to a shingle that lasts you 30 because of granular loss. But metal does pit
Yeah.
over time. But I'll let you.
I'll say this though, because I learned this from when I was working with Roof Fix at the time, but I learned that the metal roofs are not loud. I think people associate with a metal roof. They think, oh, it's gonna sound like rain hitting my house. It's gonna sound really loud in the house, but it doesn't. Like it's weird.
Let the raindrops fall.
Yeah. Like it doesn't. It doesn't have. It's not.
No, it's not
So it's
going.
quiet.
It's not loud. And one thing though, I will say this is, whenever you do need a metal roof, just expect to pay.
Okay. It's gonna be more expensive.
It's more expensive.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's good. That's
but it's
that's
really
fair.
nice. It's beautiful, and make sure you get a good metal fabricator,
Okay.
because you can't just slap a sheet of panel up there and then call it good.
Okay. All
You have to fabricate stuff because
Look
metal metal clamps together, right?
Yeah.
And you do a double lock and seam. I do standing seam metal roofing.
Okay. Nobody knows what that means, Joshua.
Yeah. There's open fastener. You want me to start getting into the
No,
logistics
don't-
of it? Oh,
don't
okay.
get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that because nobody's gonna like.
No,
we don't
man.
know what that.
You know what? Hey,
We
you
just
need a
know-
metal roof on your house.
No, I'm not doing a metal roof, but I do need a roof for sure.
Well, if you look right up there, you
Y'all
have
saw-
shingles missing.
Y'all saw the. I do.
Yeah, on the cornices, on the two
Oh,
edges,
yeah,
you have
I
shingles
do.
missing.
What?
Yeah. So this is.
Oh my God!
You never noticed that?
I'll show that to you. I can see.
I'll fly my
What
drone
the
up there.
heck?
See, I'm getting a lead out of this right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna have
about
to
to
call.
sell my roof.
I'm gonna have to call Holmes Roofing and Exterior Solutions.
Hey, you're a perfect candidate because you do have those streaks on your roof too.
I know, and I also see, because I'm looking at it from a distance. I've learned from you that when you see the shininess, that means that it's what did you call it? It's called
The fibers?
The fibers,
Yes.
yes. So I can
The fiberglass.
I can see fibers on my roof. So that gives me another indication that it's going to need to be replaced because it's wearing out then.
80% of the time. But there's always that 20% of the time, depending on the shingle, that they can lose a lot of granules and show the fibers, but it doesn't necessarily need to be replaced.
Okay.
It's just it was poorly manufactured.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
The shingle's still doing its job. It's just on the edges, it's not doing its job.
What kind of roof do I have? Is it a two? Is it a two? No, there's no such thing as a 2D, right?
It's called three-dimensional. So
Okay,
it's called
three-dimensional.
Yeah.
Is that
So-
a three-dimensional?
Yeah, you have a dimensional shingle. So that's the
Oh,
30 years. So
that's
that's what we're
30
talking
years.
about. So
Oh.
usually these shingles are class 3 hail resistant. And then of course you can upgrade to a class 4. You cannot visually tell the difference between a class 4 and a class 3.
Okay.
It's all about the thickness of the shingle.
Oh, all right. Very
So,
cool.
But
Man, all right. Well, so if you're watching this and you say, you know what, I really need somebody to come out and take a look at my roof, or let's say we have a hailstorm that just comes through and your house gets pounded by the hail, well, you want to give a company that you can trust a call, and that would be Holmes Roofing and Exterior Solutions. Give them the website and give them your phone number. I know they'll call.
why
me.
you're gonna let them call me
Yeah, I don't-
or call you?
Dude, I
Okay.
love you. So I'll support.
There
your
we go.
business.
I love you too. Hey, I made you. I put you on a pin on my phone.
That's-
You're in my top 6 now.
I just found out I'm in his top 6. Like, you know when you have the favorites and when you have your favorites there.
Yeah. Okay, let's not get off subject. So,
Okay, yeah, okay.
my name is Joshua Holmes. My phone number is 210-440-1013. You could check out my website. It's holmesroofingandexteriors.com. And I could show you everything that I have, services. Not just roofing, though. I do offer other services as well. So if you want to repaint your house, you need some siding work, you need some facial work, you need some fence repair. Mostly the exterior portion of the house, I could do it for you.
There you go. There you
So-
go, folks.
But reach out to Albert too, though.
Yeah, you can reach out
If
to
you
me.
want to buy a house, you need a roof inspecting. He's learning, so pretty
Yes.
much whenever y'all need a roof inspector, he calls me. But he goes with me, so he learns. But I feel
Thank you.
2 months you'll be a roofing professional.
Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see.
I believe in you.
I believe in myself
Sensei.
too. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me get all up in your business.
Hey, I like all up in your business. This is fun. This is entertaining. Hopefully we could do another one soon.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. We definitely will. Real quick before you go,
Oh.
what's that one song that you play in your car that you're having a bad day? Maybe crap is happening when you're on the roof and it's just not a good day. And you get in your car and you turn on the music. Is there a song that puts you in the mood?
Even better, I have a band.
Oh, okay.
It's Metallica.
Really? Okay.
Jam out to Metallica. Dude, I went to the concert last year. Amazing.
Really?
Live. He's 60, but
Hey,
still
who
rock
cares?
on. Yeah, but Metallica just always get you get you so hyped up, and it makes
All
you
right.
forget everything.
Well, there you go.
What's your
Buddy.
favorite song?
It's Raining Men.
He does have something big in front of him, big and black.
We'll see you later, guys.
See you later. Thank you.
If you would like for me to get up in your business, just send me a direct message on Instagram at @TheRealAlbertCantu or email me at albertcantu@hotmail.com. Yes, I still have Hotmail. Don't judge me. All right, we'll see you next time.